Yo, what is good, Eagles Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some more breaking news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here in Philadelphia for Eagles camp. Things are really starting to ramp up here for the whole entire team. We're starting to see some of the starters, some guys who are getting a lot of action, guys who are contributing. So we're going to go over all that in this video. A couple of notes and takeaways from the last couple of days of practice, as well as telling you guys what to expect going into the next practice. Now, before we get into the video, do me a favor and smash that like button just so we can help the video get out to more Eagles fans around the world. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the entirety of training camp, free agency, trades that take place, preseason and regular season, as well as live streaming games. So if you guys do want to watch some games with me throughout the season, make sure you guys join the family. But without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, one of the biggest question marks so far through camp is the running back room, and to be quite honest, a lot of these guys are splitting a ton of reps. Now, we've seen Rashad Penny get a ton, and he's been actually raving about his ability to stay healthy as of late, which is obviously you need him to stay healthy, but he has had some injury issues in the past. But he's saying that he's finally ready to go. He feels healthy, he's taking care of his body the way it should be, and he is saying that he should have, or he could have, a very healthy season this year, and hopefully he can stay on the field throughout the entirety of the season. And that is something that the Eagles fans and Eagles players and the coaching staff definitely want to see, because Rashad Penny, when he's been healthy, has been a very good running back. Hopefully he can stay healthy for the entirety of the season. Now, another thing to note here is DeAndre Swift is taking reps in a ton of different areas, including, as an outside receiver, as a slot receiver, out the backfield as a receiver, as a running back. So he's been lined up almost everywhere, and they've been utilizing him a ton throughout this offense, and I think that's only going to ramp up as he continues to get acclimated here in Philadelphia. I think he could be a big-time player here for the Eagles next season. We also are seeing a little bit of Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell as the guys who, are veterans on this team right now in terms of their running back room. Those are the guys who are getting a lot of reps as well. They're starting off practices being the starter, but then, like I said, they're rotating guys in and out of the lineup a lot. So we'll see who ends up being the starting running backs, but right now I think they have a four-headed monster in this running back room right now. But I don't know, will they keep all four running backs? Maybe. We'll see what happens. But let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think will be the starting running back come day one of the season? We're also starting to see Tyler Steen taking a lot of reps at right guard. He's him and Cam Jurgens are spending a lot of time together, working together, and trying to figure out who's going to be the starting guard on this team going forward. Obviously, you got Landon Dickerson at left guard. You got Jason Kelce at center. So the biggest question, especially with Lane Johnson at right tackle, is that right guard position. Who's going to be a starting right guard? It's been, there's been a couple of guys getting a lot of reps. Cam Jurgens been getting a lot early on in camp, but they're starting to see more of Tyler Steen getting some reps as well. So with that being said, there's still a lot of question marks on this offense in terms of who's going to be the starters. Is Quez Watkins going to be a starter? Is he going to rotate in with the ones? Which seems like that's probably going to be the most likely answer. And then you have the backup quarterback position. You got Marcus Mariota, who's most likely is going to be, but you also have Tanner McKee, a sixth-round rookie who they believe in. They think he could be a very solid backup quarterback in this league. So we'll see how he does going forward. And then for the defense, they have a bunch of guys really standing out, including Jordan Davis getting a bunch of first-team reps. He has been an absolute unit in the middle for the offensive line to try to guard. And you also have Jalen Carter, the first-round pick of this year. You have Milton Williams, and you have Contavious Street. So they added a bunch of guys to the interior of the defensive line who look to improve going into another year, and are looking to battle it out in camp right now. But Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis seem like absolute monsters so far in camp, and we'll see them continue to develop over the next couple of weeks. And in terms of the linebacker position, we're still waiting for Nakobe Dean to make that big splash play so far in camp. Haven't really seen it yet, but he's been good. I'm not saying he's been bad. He's been pretty good. You also have Hassan Reddick, who's been, I think, a little bit banged up. Might be back. You also got Nicholas Moore from Chicago, who I really like. Him and TJ Edwards kind of just flip locations. And then in terms of the safety positions, I did hear that the Eagles were trying to go out and maybe acquire a safety to pair up with Terrell Edmonds, but we'll see what happens. You still got Kevon Wallace and Reed Blankenship fighting for that job. And then as the boundary corners, you got Darius Slay and James Bradbury. Avonte Maddox looks to be almost completely healthy here with that injury to his foot. And then you got Clay Ringo, you got Sidney Brown, you got Greedy Williams. So they have a bunch of guys in here right now trying to compete for a job. And I do think that they will over the next couple weeks as they continue to develop and continue to get acclimated here as the young guys on this roster. But let me know what you think down below about the first few days here of Eagles camp. I will continue to post Eagles videos if you guys want them. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified not only every time we go live for a game, but every time we post a video as well. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to cover the Eagles and the rest of the NFL throughout the season. But yeah, also last thing, check out the today's sponsor. It's going to be in a little bit of a segment after this, but go check them out. Underdog Fantasy is amazing. I play it every single day. It is so much fun, so go check it out if you guys want to. It makes playing fantasy football so much more fun, so much more relaxing, because you don't really have to keep up with your management. You don't got to make start-sit decisions. You can just draft a team and it goes crazy. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, and if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.